If nothing else, I hope there's a special spot in hell for Vince McMahon for what happened.
I will never forgive your mother for giving birth to you.
96% of adults go to work hungover the day after a holiday party. New Year's has the worst statistics, with almost 58% of highway deaths being alcohol related. 40% of highway deaths during the holidays are alcohol related. This holiday, stay home, stay at a friend's or a family's house. Be safe this holiday season. Don't drink and drive. Look at her. Look at this lady. She looks like she could have been hot before all of that.
I think she probably was, but now she looks like
a monster.
I was gonna say, you know how cartoon characters, depending on which one, are drawn with exaggerated features?
Yeah, that's exactly what she looks like.
This is like one of them were more. It's like the Pinocchio thing, you know, becoming a real. You know, Pinocchio wanted to become a real boy. Well, I think this cartoon wanted to become human, and that's what happened.
Yeah, she was like, I want to be a real model. Actually, The Matrix came out at this time. And,
right, but if that is a dude, I want to see his boobs. They're nice. No lie. Beautiful work.
That dude has some hot hoops.
Just a feeling.
Fishing gear.
Oh yeah, you need that.
Paracord.
I'm telling you, in like an apocalypse situation,
you
just
need
fucking
fishing
fish,
gear,
bro. You can't run out of fish ever.
Nah, man. Jesus fed 1,000 people with one.
Yeah, that's because they were everywhere. There was a plethora. He didn't do nothing special.
No, one fish.
No. Yeah, I understand.
It was just one. But does that mean like one type?
Yes.
one type of fish. Like he caught
That's
a lot
what
of
I'm
bass.
saying. Yeah, like, he was like, it was 100 bass, but it was
fuck did I
one
just walk
fish.
into?
Hey, Jesus had some fish and shit, and we fed everybody. But no, he had a bunch of fish and everything. What kind of fish was it?
Do you believe in Jesus?
Yes, I believe in Jesus.
Well, what do you think then? You're the only one that matters in this room, right?
No, that's now. This is a dude.
No.
Yes. Elliot Page is a biological female.
I thought she was Joseph Levitt, and then she was Elliot Page. I'm
No.
confused about this.
I think you're confused about this. Elliot Page
Like,
is a
she's not
female.
that dude. Like, look at my screen right here. She's not that dude right there.
No.
She looks like him. Now I'm totally not turned on anymore.
Now I need the show to see this. I need to look up Inception.
Wait, she was in. Then what was she in? Because I totally
She's
was
in
confused.
Inception.
Dude, I was so confused by her gender that I thought she was a
Dude,
completely different
no.
person. Like when they talk about her in the media, I'm like, that's her.
For everyone watching.
No, she was Joseph Levitt, and then she became her.
No.
So wait, she's a chick then, for real, for her entire life?
Hold on. Yes.
So she's been a chick. Gender shit messes me up, man. Like, I
Elliot
feel like,
Page is
yeah, I
now
thought it was
a
Joseph
male.
Levitt. Yeah, that's Joseph.
Oh my
As
God.
a chick, dude, he would have made he would have made a beautiful chick. Like,
Dude, I can see it now.
that's but I'm saying, like, I always thought that. Anytime she was in the news, I was like, oh yeah, that's just Joseph Levitt. Like, I swear. Play the tapes. I feel like she didn't.
I was meaning to highlight that this week, but I was so depressed that I didn't do shit.
What are you depressed about, man?
The whole court thing.
Fuck you. This ain't
sucks.
therapy. Shut up.
This is my therapy, fuckface. Superhero villain shit.
Yeah.
Austin Powers
Yeah.
with the cat and the
Yeah,
pinky.
like-
While he stands there and tells you
One
he's
billion
evil
and
plan.
then the crowd
$1
runs in pandemonium. You know what I'm saying? And,
These
and
mosquitoes will bite the shit out of you for the next 20 minutes unless you give me $1
lock the
billion.
door. The doors lock up and shit. Like,
They sticking chairs under the door handles and shit.
They're like, it's too much for us to take. Give him what he wants.
hey, they in the hallway, in a quiet hallway, listening to people bang on the door like, help us! Like,
Got that sample.
Oh, no. Oh. I completely forgot about that aspect of things.
What was it?
On NoOutletLive, it is Jeremy Tomesek and Jarrod Stover broadcasting all over the internet. Oh shit, I completely forgot about my sound effects board. Let me move some stuff real quick. Yeah, this is NoOutletLive, and we're back. We are definitely super back.
Sort
You know what?
of.
Let me just give it back to y'all for one moment.
Tractor systems are offline. Number one. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
No Outlet Live with your favorite hosts on the North Coast, Jeremy Tomesek and Jarrod Stover. The road to boredom ends here.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.
Welcome back to the greatest podcast live that is going on very live on YouTube, broadcasted on the internet. You could call us at 216-647-7667. 0064. Let me actually open up the phone lines. I don't know.
Yeah,
if we
make
had
sure
a-
that shit's set up since you decided not to set anything up.
Dude, I didn't really set up nothing for
I didn't
this
even know we
show.
were about to do this. You were just like, hey, so we're about to go live. It's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. Give me one moment. I'm still trying to get myself together. I was like, I'm about to go live and I don't care who says what. And then
And you did. And here we
I
are.
went on and I wasn't even prepared myself.
Fucking bombing.
Big bombs happening tonight. So since the last time that I talked to you, we were talking about you had DUI cases. I had a DUI case going on, and a lot of stuff has happened in the media world since then, and also in our lives. What's been going on in your life, Jarrod?
Not too much. Just not having
Scoot
a
up.
license.
You see yourself on the camera. Let's get you looking good. You dropped the camera, or your daughter dropped the camera earlier.
I know. She's good for that. Fucking shit up. I
Gotta
taught her
go
well.
crazy.
You know? Is that better?
What's going on with you?
Not a lot. I mean, a lot, actually. Like, because I don't have a license anymore. And I don't have a job right now. But things are going to be looking on the up and up. Because once you get a DUI, they will not let you drive a truck anymore. For 5 years, man. So I just, like, fucked myself over for, like, a 20-second ride. Like, a 20-foot ride.
Yeah, I know how that
Like-
goes, man. I just got hit pretty big, and I'm coming towards the end of my case. I was drinking and driving. There's no reason for me to even try to like hide the fact of it. It happened.
Yeah.
Got to man up to it. I did it, and I talked shit for a long time about like people that had all the options. My dad, he had many options. You could always go to Uber. You could get
Right.
an Uber. You could get a Lyft.
Right.
And then I ended up doing the same shit that I said everybody
yeah.
was goofy for.
I think everybody gets one once in a while. Like, I had a 26-year perfect driving record with no
26
accidents.
years?
With no accidents, no like no speeding tickets, maybe a few parking tickets here and there, but like at the end of the day, they know, like, they don't look at it as like, oh, he had a perfect driving record, maybe he was just having a bad day. They were like, no, you did some shit and we are going to try to take every single cent that we could take from you.
That is really what it comes down to, is they want to get the money. It's all about the money.
Yeah,
I mean,
at the end of the day,
everything's
it is.
about get the Benjamins. They trying to get at them Benjamins,
And
they're bringing money
everybody
into
is.
the city.
I mean, they hit you with almost $1,000 worth of fines, and then on top of it, they're like, "Now you got to take these Mad Mom classes or whatever. Those are fucking $50 a piece."
Mothers
That-
that gets drunk driving.
Yes, which I think is just a cash grab. Why do you need to tell me what I've done wrong after I've done it? You know what I'm saying? They're
But
not teaching me
this is the
anything. I don't
thing,
feel
though.
like.
The first couple, I've complained about this previously on the show. I had a guy that was telling me stuff that some people might hate to hear this, but I feel like I'm an intellectual.
Oh yeah,
I'm an
Some
intellectual.
some people disagree or like totally hate. Like, why would you say that?
Hate. People hate that I say this.
Okay.
I'm an intellectual. I think about things. I'm kind of like a philosopher.
Right.
I've been told that as a teenager in court. I was told by a judge, "Oh, you're like a philosopher. Don't you think that?" And I don't know. So what you're saying is right. They're out to get the money, but
Yeah.
also you got to kind of look at yourself. Why was I acting goofy at this time and doing something that I knew better?
That is correct. And I've probably done it before. You know what I'm saying? Driven drunk before. Like, whatever. You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
away with so many things in my life before I got this case that I don't know. I got away with a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of things in my life.
Oh,
that
yeah.
I think about it. I'm like, man,
Like,
I finally got caught and it's kind of easy.
I operate on the fence of the law. You know what I'm saying? It could go either way, I guess. Like, when it comes down to it. Because there's a lot of laws I don't think that we really need to worry about. Like, that they'll just catch you and try. It's just like a cash grab. That's why I have a problem with the cops, because you're not reforming anybody or teaching anybody anything. It's like, just as long as you got the money, you can have your freedom. But if you don't got my money, you're going to come back here and be in violation. You're going to go to jail, or you know what I'm saying?
It does seem like that a lot. I mean, it really does seem like that. I've been watching a lot of, lately I've been watching Vlad TV interviews with, like, the Hells Angels presidents.
Yeah.
I've been watching these gangbangers and all this shit. And it really does seem like if you had that money to cough up on your trial, you could really get away with anything. But also at the same time, me and you in this political environment, we're watching Trump and young what's his name? Young Thug are going through a trial. Trump's going through a trial. You can't get away with everything.
Trump already went through a trial, and the only reason that he's on trial is because they're trying to smear that man before he gets into the White House.
Have you been watching that?
No, I don't really keep up on it. Now, my dad will sit there and play that brainwashing bullshit all day long, like Newsmax and stuff.
It's not brainwashing no more.
Oh, it is. If you listen to them and what they're actually talking about, because sometimes they'll be like the Trump stuff and all that is irrelevant to what else they talk
Your
about.
dad's watching other stuff then.
No, just straight Newsmax all day, and the whole day.
Dude,
it's
check
like,
this out. He has 34 felony charges off of one thing, and they said that he was conspiring to commit a different crime.
Yeah.
But they don't say what the crime is, which means that he is convicted of 34 felony charges of one thing that they cannot even prove in court.
Right, which is kind of weird. But is it because
Very
it's
weird,
like,
because that doesn't happen to nobody.
Well, is it classified documents?
No, it's not. It's because he had the thing with the porn star.
Okay, that's still a thing. See, because I don't follow
Daniels.
all this bullshit. This is garbage
to
to
do
me.
with Stormy Daniels. So they said when he paid her for the sexual act or whatever, that it was paid by through the campaign, which was signed in a ledger that was illegally signed into a ledger because there wasn't a receipt with it. And everybody's saying like, but that's not even a crime because it's a non-disclosure
yeah,
case.
like sign the NDA or whatever. NDR, yeah, whatever. NDA, whatever it is.
NDA.
Yeah.
So it's an NDA, and that's not illegal. But what they're saying is that could have been conspiring to a different case. But they're not saying what the other case is, which makes it not legal.
Right.
Or makes it very legal, what he did. Because NDAs are super legal.
Yeah. I don't understand any of it, but like everybody's like, oh, they charged him. I'm like, but what did they really charge him with? Nothing of significance. I don't feel like that.
They didn't
because
charge him with anything.
If I don't even understand what dude is getting charged with in the first place, why is that any significance? Like, you're just trying to smear somebody at that point. If you really got something, like, let's talk about the Hunter Biden laptop that they just brought out, because that's going to be the fun one. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, he just got he's guilty by the Supreme Court with buying guns or owning guns.
Yeah, all that stuff.
While
Yeah,
being a crack
while
addict,
smoking crack. Yeah,
which is like a weird thing because I've never even heard of that neither.
Right.
I've never heard of that. You can't be charged with being a crackhead and also being like owning firearms. I don't know.
Well, I know that just like how I had the firearm under the seat for my OVI, like, it doesn't really matter as long as you have it on you and you're high or whatever. I'm sure they could charge you with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, like you had a little bit of drugs and a couple guns. You know, that's a felony or whatever they say. Like, but at the end of the day, I don't even think what he's doing is that bad either. Like, but what they're gonna find on that laptop?
No, what he's doing is bad.
I don't know, dude. If you want to waste your life,
have you seen the videos?
If you want to waste your life smoking crack and banging strippers, I give a fuck, man. Like, that's not really.
I feel that. I feel that.
That's not really American politics at all. That has nothing to do with politics. In fact, dude ain't even in politics. Like, his dad is. You know what I'm saying? Why do I care? But
he is in politics though because he's selling all these like rich paintings.
Right.
And he's like making millions of dollars off of his dad.
Right.
That's what the laptop's shown.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't only like him being a pedophile or.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. That's the important stuff. Him taking like kickbacks from, foreign entities and things like that under Biden's name and things like that. That's the problem, I think. But like the crack and strippers, man, get that, dude. I'm proud of the boy for doing that.
Yeah, but the thing is he was
live
like,
your best life.
He was getting money from Ukraine, and he was sending in the emails. He said, "Oh, give the big chunk up the top
Yeah,
dog,
the big guy or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like when you think about that shit, it's like, oh, I'm getting money and I'm trying to talk in code.
Yeah.
And it's all on my laptop that I left at a pawn shop or some bullshit like that.
It does seem a little fishy that it just ended up like something that was like that top secret that he knew could like, potentially
like
fuck shit up. Yeah.
He was like, go ahead and clean my laptop. And then the people that worked on it, they were like, bro, there's international secrets.
Yeah. He like hands it to him. He's
laptop.
like, you better not look at any of the files on this, but get rid of it. Smoke. He's like all cracked out. He don't understand what he's doing, which could be true. You know what I'm saying? Biden cut off his credit card. He had to sell the laptop to get more crack.
It is crazy. I mean, they're about to have a debate.
Who? Biden and Trump?
Trump and Biden are about to debate.
Do you think
live on stage? And these are the stipulations. The other person will have their mic muted, and you're not allowed to have your team to feed you information. So it's a freestyle debate, bro.
Damn, son. It's like
They're
B-Rabbit version.
Dude, is Drake and Kendrick happening on the political stage?
Biden's like, fuck the free world. They're like, hell yeah, let's sell ourselves
Fuck
to China.
free world 313. It is crazy. The stuff going on with Kendrick and
Hold
Drake.
on, dude, because we always talk about the AI shit, and before we move on from the president
Let's go.
Did you see the that Biden video that they're saying is AI now? But at first, like throughout the first part of the week, they were like, Biden's just walking off into fucking the middle of nowhere while he's standing in a field or some shit.
This
They're
is
like,
a weird thing.
So how do we know if it's AI or not? Because that shit looks real.
So what you're talking about is the beginning of what they dubbed cheap fakes.
Deep fakes.
Cheap fakes.
Well, that's what they are now, but they are becoming deep fakes because these things look fucking real.
They're deep fakes, but they're dubbing it. So now that the Trump campaign has this thing that they tell everyone, deep fake. This is fake media news. This is Trump has all of these sayings. The Democrats and the leftists have dubbed their own version of this called cheap fakes, right?
Okay.
So let me try to pull this up. The cheap fake video is actually Biden being a douchebag. He is such an old fart.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
that they're doing everything to try to say that it's not what's going on.
Yeah, but do you think it's going on? You think that dude walked off in the middle of nowhere, or you think that was an AI video? I wish we could pull the video.
The White House is joining the Biden campaign in pushing back against recent video clips going viral that make President Biden look as though he's confused during public events and other appearances. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre blasted the use of the misleading videos, which are edited to make the president look bad and then circulated by right-wing media and allies. Take a look.
They are cheap fakes video. They are done in bad faith, and some of your news organization have been very clear, have stressed that these the right-wing critics of the president have a credibility problem because of the fact checkers have repeatedly caught them pushing misinformation, disinformation. I think that it tells you everything that we need to know about how desperate Republicans are here. Instead of talking about the president's performance in office, and what I mean by that is his legislative wins, what he's been able to do for the American people across the country, we're seeing these deep fakes, these manipulated videos. And it is, again, done in bad faith.
Wow.
That's all they've got.
The Republican accounts circulating many of the clips were...
Now, the clip I just played, she says deep fakes. They later change it into cheap fake. They say cheap fake. That's their term now for the DNC or whatever the fuck it is. The Democratic National Party or whatever.
Well, and I said that they were going to do this a long time ago, and they probably have been doing it for a long time using like deep fakes, but now that it's like in the like AI is in the main focus of things, no matter what you do online or in video now, everybody's just going to say, "Oh, that's just AI." You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's going to become a hard way to tell what is truth and what is lie.
Which is weird because, like, really AI is not that good just yet. It's not there yet.
The technology we have is not, but the shit the government has and things like that to put out rhetoric and stuff.
And they're not putting it out yet. What they're doing is using this as a ploy.
That's what I'm saying, too. And right now, but that's going to be real in the future. Like, we're not going to know what reality actually is.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We have an amazing show for everybody today. What do we have, Crystal?
Indeed, we do. Many interesting things to get to this morning. So we have all known that Biden and his team are in a bubble, but now we have some astonishing new reporting giving us some of the details, the color and the texture of that bubble that I think you will find very interesting. Also taking a look at what's going on with NVIDIA and asking the question, are we facing another crash a la the .com bubble burst? So we'll look at that.
Try and spin these things all they want, and it's really evident now that they're basically trying to imply that the videos themselves, as Stelter says, are fake. He wants you to believe they are fake. No, they are real. At the very least, you could say they are edited out of context. Show us the full context. We showed you the full context.
Oh, he's saying they're not real?
Yeah.
No matter which way that you spin it.
That's right. The one they really objected to is the one where, you know, they're at the...
He's saying they're definitely real.
Yeah.
It's real, and they keep on dubbing this term cheap fakes.
Yep, to try to put it out there.
The news lately on this stuff. You want to know something crazy? So, Russia.
Okay.
Russia just signed a treaty with North Korea, a defensive thing against NATO. This is crazy. I mean, it's really wild. Putin, North Korea.
Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un just signed this paper in Pyongyang. They are pledging to help each other if their countries are attacked. And you can see Putin's greeting there in Pyongyang over the last day or so, met with thousands of cheering fans and signs that say, "Welcome, Putin." With us now, CNN contributor, former Moscow bureau chief and adjunct professor at Georgetown University, Jill Doherty, and CNN national security analyst and former CIA chief of Russia operations, Steve Hall. Jill, first you've been not only in Russia, but North Korea as well. What's important here? This document, the language in the agreement, or more of the show surrounding it? Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un trying to show they could not possibly be closer.
I think it's both. There's no question.
So what happened is that Putin showed up to North Korea and he said, in case of a defensive attack that I need it, I got your back.
Yeah.
And you need to have my back
So
because we are both a nuclear power.
Right. Well, is North Korea a nuclear power?
Yes. And they signed a deal together. They put it in writing, and it's like a legislature thing. That's why Putin showed up. He signed documents along with North Korea, which made it a law that goes against NATO. So it says, like, when NATO tries to do this or that, like with us supplying Ukraine, he's like, so the more they give you weapons, we will supply each other with weapons.
Right.
And now Putin's getting fed up with the way that our country is flexing on him. And it's scary.
How are we flexing on him? What are we doing now?
We just gave Ukraine like another $6 billion in weapons.
Yeah, and that's going to be a problem. And I think we're on the wrong side of that, too.
We are on the wrong side of that. Along with like Israel.
Yep.
The thing going on in Israel is that they're, I forgot what the guy's name is, the leader of their country. He was like, don't worry about the Western politics. I got them like locked down.
They got themselves a Trump over there?
He was like, I got that shit. Like, don't worry about that. I got that handled. They about to do what I asked them to do, and it's just going to go down like that. And it seemed like it. It does seem like it.
We're going to be forced to do a lot of things eventually, because our currency is about done. I'll say like the next 2 or 3 years, and
It's over with.
the dollar's not gonna have any strong standing on anything.
It's scary, bro. It's very scary that I've been watching like all this from afar and kind of plotting on like what happens if war breaks out, because a lot of people are debating. They're like, oh, Russia thinks that they could come in from Alaska and work their way down and blah blah blah, but they already have. Like, we've had 8 to 14 million people enter this country in the past 3 years that are military aged.
Yeah, like foreigners are saying.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's real. It's super real.
Our army is not gonna be our army anymore. At least my dad asked me that one time. He's like, when they do come and take us over, how are they gonna have all those people fight against us? And I was like, dude, probably just bring in foreigners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give them free green cards, and then that's exactly what they're doing now. That's kind of like weird.
The militaries across the world.
Yeah.
They're not home.
Right.
So when you think about it, like, the people that really are ready to defend this country, they're not in the country. They're everywhere else.
Well, yeah, because we police the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always been our job. Just like why we're over, helping Israel right now, because they're gonna go to war with Iran, because we've taken out every other superpower over there, and it's just Iran and Israel right now. And then that gives America the access to the oil, like full access through Israel. That's why we are with the Israeli.
The oil's not in Israel, though.
But it is in that part of the world, and
no, it's not.
We've already taken out Afghanistan, Kuwait, like all the major superpowers over there, except for Iran, and we're going after Iran next.
The Saudis have.
We already took out Saudi Arabia.
No,
though.
we don't. No, we don't. They're buying everything.
They could be. I don't know.
Are buying
I don't know
everything.
about politics that much. Like, I don't. Like,
They bought,
I think it's all a scam.
They're buying all of the media because they're funding all of their oil money.
Yeah, they were
into,
doing
like,
that, but
media,
yeah.
because they're trying to acquire all of the assets. Assets is money.
Yeah.
So when you got land, you got assets.
Yep.
You got weapons, you got artillery, you got teammates, you got this and that. You don't really even need the oil, but they also have the oil.
We do need the oil here because we're not going to have anything to back our currency without
we
oil.
need the oil here, but also, you know what we have that is also being fought upon right now?
What's that?
Silicon Valley.
Okay.
Silicon Valley. I just learned about all of this. Silicon Valley makes all of our new tech. We just harnessed the power of the sun like 3 years ago. I watched it on 60 Minutes. It's so crazy. We harnessed the power of the sun that goes into the size of like a BB, out of a BB gun.
Oh, okay.
They put it in there, and they're saying this could power the entire electrical grid. They did it with lasers.
Yeah, right,
I mean,
dude. That'd be sweet.
Dude,
that
it's
sounds
crazy.
futuristic shit.
They did it one time. They put it into this thing, and they were like, this is the power of the center of the sun that we put into this little thing, and right now we're doing all of the data on it.
Yeah. How much did they power with that little, like when they did the test or whatever?
They said it would power like half the country.
They said it would, but how much of a load did they put on it?
It was the power of the center of the sun.
No, I get it, but how much, like,
That's like saying if everyone in the world had a solar panel on their roof,
yeah,
it wouldn't even come to close to the power that
I
they
totally
just
understand.
generated.
I totally understand what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, you said they tried it once. How much did they try to power with it at one time, like right off rip?
They just measured what the power of this
Gotcha.
was.
So they just did they just ran like testing on it, and they didn't actually
they've been doing
they
this
didn't put it
since
on a
the
grid
80s.
or anything.
This has been going on since
Oh, yeah,
the
dude.
80s, but it finally worked. That's why it's like a big thing. If you look up 60 Minutes, dude, they just did a marathon episode on AI.
Oh, okay.
And new tech.
Okay.
And things like this is what they were talking about.
Dude, I'd be down with solar power if it made my car go, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds or whatever.
It will. It's gonna be way beyond that. But also, what they debated in this is the solar thing and all of this like green energy. Is this a play by the rest of the world to try to get us off of what's gonna rule the world pretty soon here.
Right.
Which is like coal.
Well, because I'm sure, I don't know, you couldn't monetize beyond like solar panels and things. Like, how would you monetize the power of the sun?
We don't project all of that much carbon into the atmosphere. Everyone else is.
Oh, I think global warming and all that shit's a lie.
It's a super lie, and that's what.
And they're not only lying, like even for like the charging stations and stuff, those still use like diesel to power those charging stations. So you're constantly burning the diesel. Now you're just, instead of mining over here, strip mining or whatever, you're just doing it in China where you get like battery shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what people are debating.
And it's the same thing. Like, how is that any different than what we're doing? You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy when you think about it. Like, we are doing top of the line stuff here that is really crazy.
Yeah.
But hold on, this is the point I was getting to. Silicon
Okay.
Valley
Yes.
is developing all of this tech. NVIDIA is on like this big crazy, like, they just took over the world financially.
No, for real.
NVIDIA,
you could buy. I just saw stocks for them yesterday for like $161 a
dude,
piece.
the
Like,
video game microchip processor company
Yeah.
just became the world leading financial institution.
right. So throw your money into that, I guess. Like,
It's over. You're way too late.
Oh, you're never too late.
You're too late.
You're never too late.
You're
If
too late.
If they're still making money, you're never too late.
No, you're too late.
I know. That's why broke people don't play the stock
They're
market.
super billionaires already. You're too late.
I guess you keep saying that, and it would make sense.
They've
if
already worked the stock to everything.
Yeah, but the stock
You
will.
wanted to buy that 10 years ago.
But if you bought yourself some stock in it today, in 10 years you'd have yourself a nice little nest egg no matter what.
Maybe.
You wouldn't
That
be
depends.
you wouldn't be a billionaire. No, and if Nvidia is the leader in that technology, that would always be a safe stock to invest
It's
in.
American.
And
It's American.
Nvidia's been around for a very long time, so they have a good track record. So I'd
It's
say that would
very
be like a good
American.
stock.
It's very American, and war could be coming very soon to our soil.
Yeah. So?
Which would shut all of that off.
Well, yeah. Shut everything off for a lot of people.
BRICS is happening.
Yeah. What does that have to do with the solar power technology, though?
So check this out. Silicon Valley is powered itself by Taiwan. Taiwan makes all of our processors, all of our microchips, and we protect it like our life depends on it.
Well, we'd have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, tech is a major thing.
China has had a problem with Taiwan forever. They tell them that they're not a state. They don't have a country. They are China's. That's been going on forever. And we've been defending them, and now China's about to take it.
Nice. I'm surprised they haven't just been handed to them by Biden. You know what I'm saying? Here you go, dude.
Well, that's one thing I can guarantee you. The people that run him, they won't let him do that.
Right.
So what's going to happen is that China's going to invade Taiwan. We're going to be in the middle of Israel, Ukraine, Russia, homeland, Mexico, the war on drugs, all this stuff. The people that have already invaded, all this stuff is collapsing in. And I don't know how we're going to be able to fight this one.
Fuck if I know, dude. I'm just going to do my thing and let the world work itself out. It seemed to be working out this
I might
far.
disappear into the fucking woods.
Well,
you guys are going to be watching NoOutletLive from the woods.
I want to buy a sailboat and just sail up and down the North American coast, like right in there by like the Gulf of Mexico.
Not a
and
good
stuff.
idea.
That is a great idea.
Dude, the water is so scary.
Come on, dude.
Have you been to the ocean?
Yeah.
It's the scariest thing in the world.
Why is it scary? Because you think it's infested with sharks and everything else?
No, because it's vast and it's open and there's just nothing.
So you're scared of dark. Like your fear is like dark waters.
No. My fear is being locked in the middle of nowhere with no food. Like what people don't realize when you are out in the ocean, the fish are not at the surface. You can't go fishing if you're stuck out at sea. People die at sea.
Right. I understand all of that.
Because there is no water and there's no food.
Yeah. And I get all that.
Water and food is on land.
Oh, yeah. And nothing you do that's fun is going to be easy. You know what I'm saying?
You're not going to make it in sea rather than land.
I don't know, dude.
You definitely will not.
Just like you went out and bought your gun and you bought your little ghillie suit and shit. I could buy me a fucking fishing rod that fishes for tuna or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you had to have bait. You had to have hooks. You had to
yeah,
have
we got all that, man.
You had to have like unlimited equipment to live at sea.
I don't know.
On land,
and you could still come into
equipment.
land because it's not like I wouldn't be going like out to open sea a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'd be cruising up and down the coast.
What are the chances of you being lost at sea and landing on a shore that you know where you're at?
It don't matter, man. That's part of the adventure, dude.
It does matter.
Nah. Like
I want to know where I'm at.
Tom Hanks met Wilson like that, dude. You think that friendship story would have happened if that adventure didn't go down? You're out of your goddamn mind, bro.
No, bro.
That's an adventure.
You gotta be fucked up. Don't worry like that. No, you gotta be on land, bro. You gotta go to Montana. You gotta have a map. You gotta have a compass.
I don't want to stay in America. Like, being in America is probably the stupidest thing you could do right now.
No, America is very vast. And people don't understand how much of it is farmland, how much of it is open plains.
Right.
I started reading a book recently that Joe Rogan always talks about.
Okay.
Okay. This book, hold on. Let me go grab this real quick.
You gotta go grab it. Where do you gotta go grab it at?
It's right in here.
Oh, I thought you were going upstairs and shit. Don't leave me out here trying to talk about nothing, because they will hear nothing.
Hold on. Bro, I'm telling you, you know me. I've been planning on like apocalypse. I'm a prepper.
I feel it.
I'm a prepper.
I know you are.
I have the ghillie suit.
That's what I said.
I have rifles. I have guns. I have a fucking rucksack, like military style.
Yeah.
That's full of survival gear. I had the shit that I will live in the wild.
Well, you have the little straw thing, right? So if you're in the middle of the ocean, would it filter out the salt and make it like regular water?
It's not for salt water.
Okay, I just asking. I don't know.
That's for like if I come across like puddles, if I'm in a creek, if I'm in the swamp. You could be anywhere in America where it's like fresh water.
Yeah.
And I could drink the water straight out of that.
I know.
And also I could filter. I have a bag with it where I could filter the water through the bag, through the filter into another container.
Can you?
And I will have clean water for 100,000 gallons.
Okay. Can you do that with your pee? Like, if you pee in it, can you re-drink your pee and just keep like?
No, but what
cycling
you can do is you can dig a hole, and in the hole, you have to have a big piece of plastic.
Okay.
And you have to dig a hole, and you put a container in the center of the hole that you dug out, and you hang the plastic above it, and you piss into the container, like a pot.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
say you have a pot with you while you're surviving. You dig the hole, you put the pot in the middle, you piss in the pot, you cover it with plastic, and put it somewhere. You dig this hole where the sun is always hitting.
Yeah.
The evaporation will go onto the plastic, and then it'll filter down, so you have evaporated piss, and that's actually water. It
Nice.
extracts all of the bad stuff out of it. I watched that on a Bear Grylls thing.
No shit.
Yeah.
Why don't people just do that then? Why wouldn't we be like reusing our pee water or whatever?
Maybe I explained that wrong. I think
It sounds way easier than I think.
it is a little different. So I think you put the pot in the middle, and then you piss around the pot.
So not directly in the pot.
Not in the pot. You don't piss in the pot.
All right.
I'm just trying to get everybody to drink their piss.
Yeah,
and
right.
shit.
Send your videos of you guys trying that. We'll play them on the show every
so
week.
this book.
All right.
Dude, this book. Empire of the Summer Moon.
Okay.
Dude, this book.
What's the synopsis? Is that what you call it? What do you call like
You're watching too much local radio.
I'm watching local radio.
Listen
Maybe
to
that's
local
why,
radio.
that's why I'm not saying it right, I guess.
So the synaphysis.
The synaphysis, the snuffleupagus.
Empire of the Summer Moon is about the start of the Wild West, and this is from actual people that lived during this time in the early 1800s, throughout the 1900s, and when they were developing America.
Okay.
They started selling land to people that was not owned. It was not American yet. And that's like in Texas, we were fighting the Indians, right?
Right.
All of the tribes of the Indians were different. We had the Dakotas, the Lakotas, and some other Kotas. And then you have like the Comanche, you have the Cheyenne. You have all these different, Ohio is named after what the Indians called this piece of land.
Right.
It was all owned by, there was like different countries at this point. When they started going to Texas, they came across the Comanche.
Okay.
The Comanche were fucking savages because they got bullied by all the other Indians for like 1,000 years.
Nice. So they're like the red-headed bastard children of...
they were.
They're like, fuck those guys.
So they got bullied a whole lot.
All right.
These guys, the Spanish came through and tried to conquer the Americas before we showed up from Europe. So when the Spanish came through, they brought horses, and nobody ever seen them, and they tried to give them to the Comanche.
Wait, so horses aren't American? Like there was no horses in America?
No, Americans.
Like we shipped them motherfuckers, and there's so many now, dude.
Pigs, horses, pigeons, seagulls. There's a lot of stuff that is here that is not from here.
Okay.
We brought
I never realized that
the
we
rest.
are.
Yeah, the rest of the world brought a lot of stuff here. I've been learning a lot of shit from reading. Like I started reading
Right.
again.
All we had was corn.
We didn't have corn.
That wasn't the thing here?
Well,
but isn't that what the Indians were growing? Corn?
Yeah, and they try to make like Thanksgiving like that was a thing. It wasn't.
That's a lie.
It's a super big
Dude,
lie.
we've been indoctrinated since day one.
We really have,
About
bro.
everything.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. When you start reading into this stuff, it's mind blowing. So the Spanish brought the horses. The Comanche, they couldn't beat the Comanche. So the Comanche started stealing the horses from them, but they
Nice.
thought it was food. They looked at it like other animals, like buffalo,
Yeah.
deer, all that other shit.
Yeah,
They're
we're
just
eating
eating
good tonight. So they look like
Dude.
cannibals. They're like, what the fuck are they eating our horses?
Crushing horses, dude. They're fucking crushing horses. It's crazy. So they're crushing horses, and then they figure out, like, they get taught at some point that you could ride these things and use them as weapons. They're like they're arsenal. This like equipment for military. Once they get taught that it's equipment, they master it.
They
become the best of
Right.
the best. They're the ones that like. Have you seen John Wick?
Yeah.
Have you watched all of them?
No, because you always try to tell me that's the best movie, but I can't even sit through the first 5 minutes of 60 people getting shot. I'm like, oh, I already know the whole plot to this movie.
There's a
Next.
scene in the second John Wick where he takes a horse out of like the stable in New York, and he's fucking people up inside of the stable, but then he takes a horse because he has to get away from people on crotch rockets and cars.
Okay, horse is the way to go in that situation. Always remember that, kids.
He's on the horse and he rides it on the side. He rides on the side and
Nice.
he reaches around the neck and he starts shooting.
That sounds
He starts shooting around the neck and he's riding, using the horse as like a bulletproof animal or something. Like have you ever seen people like in
like
the
a
movie,
bulletproof animal.
Have you ever watched people in like the movies where they grab a person and use them as a human shield?
Yeah.
That's what he does with the horse.
So the horse dies?
No, it doesn't. He successfully shoots around his neck while riding on his side, and he kills everyone, and then
Of course he does.
he gets rid of the horse at some point. He's like, whatever, fuck off, horse.
Yeah, right? He's like, you're free now, buddy.
The Comanches really rode like that.
Yeah.
The Comanches would ride on the side of the horse, and they could shoot you through under their neck. So where there was nowhere to shoot these guys, they pull up on you, and they're gonna release all of your horses.
Yeah.
And steal them in the middle of the night. They were like very tricky people. They knew the land. This book starts off with this family that sold land out there.
Okay. And it's the Indians' land, so then the Indians are fighting them?
The Comanches. Personally, it was the Comanches' land. I forget what their name is. There's this name of these people. The Parkers. So the Parkers...
That's like such an easy name to remember, too. Oh, yeah, just
no,
the Parkers.
It's not.
Come on, dude.
It's really not. Come on. It's like, I could have said the Smiths.
You could have, and it would have been just as easy to remember, I think.
But it wasn't them. I want to know the exact people. So the Parkers move there. They get sold this piece of land, and they build up like this structure, and they have like this big, this thing that they put together for their family. It was sold to them, and the United States government told them it was all good. They go there, and they get ransacked by these Comanches.
Okay.
They've been plotting on them forever. They watched them build the shit, and then they got them late at night, and they set all their shit on fire, stole their medicine. They were torturing people in front of like their family.
Yeah.
They were scalping them, and they said like these guys would like scalp you, and then they would torture you after it and laugh at you.
Nice.
So they would like peel your scalp off, and then you would be like suffering in pain.
Yeah.
And they would like splash it with like chemicals.
Right? Like, let's try, do some experimenting.
They'd start picking on you, and like they were gruesome.
Yeah.
With the way they
Sounds
went to
like
war. Bro. This is the last time that war has been on the soil, and we like bullied the rest of the world ever since then.
Yeah.
Because we've been on top of tech, and that's not happening no more.
No.
Everyone has our tech now.
Yeah, and
To make a long story short.
yes, like, is that what the whole thing was about? The book had to loop back around to tech.
Well, because we beat all of the Native Americans.
Oh yeah, we're
with
fucking
tech.
Americans, bro.
We had tech. We had
we just firebombed them. Like,
6-round revolvers.
And what were they using? Just sticks and shit.
They had old they had bows. They always had bows when we showed up, but when we showed up, they already had rifles.
Right.
And that was like the old flintlock, stuff the barrel with gunpowder with the ball. They had all of that stuff, which is like long rifles, the beginning of long rifle, but they couldn't compete against the 6-shot. So the Rangers would show up, the Texas Rangers, fucking Texas Ranger, barrel.
Right.
You know,
Chuck Norris shows up. Right.
Fucking, they had 6 shooters, so they had like 12 shots just ready to go. Bow,
Yeah,
bow, 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 bow,
right.
bow, bow. You couldn't do that back then.
Okay.
So
that was cutting edge. That was like the iPhone 5.
Yes. Dude, it was.
Right.
And that's how they fucked everybody up.
Gotta love America, man.
Now we're not there no more. Everybody has our tech.
Oh yeah, because we don't gave it to everybody. Like, oh, go get this guy.
Yeah, we leave Afghanistan.
Just leave our shit there. Like, yeah, no
Bro,
problem.
I just watched a Vice documentary on how we left Afghanistan in the hands of the Taliban.
Yeah.
Bro, they've completely massacred everybody that fucked with us, and they built up their government off of the Quran, and it's their version of the Quran, because all of Afghanistan doesn't believe they're like super conservative or super democratic, however they look at it. It's like that. They're super whatever, that wing of it.
Yeah.
And they're like ruling with an iron fist, because they will kill you over it. They can take you legally into a court and then just say, you're not following the Quran, so we're going to behead you or chop your hands off or whatever.
That shit's crazy.
It's
I'm
really
glad that
crazy.
we have the option not to practice religion or shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of changing.
A little bit, yeah. But I feel like it's changing for the better because a lot more people now are like, there's no God or there's no religion. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a huger crowd nowadays.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Stuff's been... It's been really crazy with, like, the politics and watching the world and what's going on.
Yeah. And it's hard not to talk about because that's all that goes on, basically.
That's all that's going on in my life right now.
Right.
Real.
I know. I feel it.
I've been playing, like, video games and stuff, trying to get my mind off of it, but I can't.
What games are you playing?
I started playing X Defiant. Have you heard of this?
I haven't. And I just recently got an Xbox. Like, someone let me borrow one. So.
X Defiant has it's like Call of Duty kind of.
Okay, first person shooter.
It's a new first person shooter but it's the new one and it's free. If you got like Game Pass or whatever, you could get that game for free and you can play online with everybody as long as you have like your Xbox Live or your I think it's cross platform, so people on PlayStation, people on computer, everybody's playing it. I've been playing that. I've been really, that's what I've been playing. And then also that and Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, I have no clue what that is either, man. I'm so out of loop with games, I guess. I did just hear the other day that there's a new Zombies coming out. Like a redo.
Ops. Black Ops is coming out with a new game. That's a Call of Duty thing. And they're revolutionizing Call of Duty all together with this game. But there is no confirmed zombies.
I think there is, because I think there's even a trailer out, I was told. That the first trailer just dropped the other day.
I've been hearing that zombies for the longest time has been terrible.
Yes.
People hate playing zombies now.
Yes, but they've been, because the same person, and if I told you who it was, you'd understand why I know. Like, the biggest, like, dude about zombies ever. But,
Zach.
Yeah, Zach. But he told me that
fucking Zach.
They're re-releasing all the old zombie games. Like, they're having some other company come in and redo them all. And he said the newest one that's coming out, there's a brand new one, and he said, like, it has all, like, this extra shit in it and all. He was going through it. I can't repeat what he was saying, but he was telling me the whole history of it.
All the stuff that they're showing off is not zombies, though. They're showing off a lot of stuff with online Black Ops.
No, he said there was an official Zombies trailer, is what I was told. Don't shoot the messenger, man. I barely know. I haven't played zombies since like Transit. Is this it or is this Left 4 Dead?
This is it.
That shit looks like Left 4 Dead.
Round-Based Zombies is back, and we're picking up the Dark Aether storyline where we left it. We're excited to announce that there will be 2 brand new maps available at launch, with a curated mix of fan-favorite features and new elements to discover. For those new to zombies, it's our unique take on the cooperative horde mode, where every map is packed full of powerful weapons and upgrades, deadly enemies, and tons of secrets.
It actually looks just like Left 4 Dead. That's crazy.
The legacy of zombies is incredibly important to Treyarch, and we are so proud of what the mode is bringing to players in Black Ops 6. As you've heard today, the innovations in movement systems will also be coming to zombies. Plus, there are many additional zombie-specific features, both new and returning. This is going to be a truly epic return for round-based zombies. Be on the lookout for more intel coming.
Looks like it sucks, dude.
I think it kind of does too, for how he was explaining it, how excited he was. But you know, he's all about like zombies, you know, like always has been. Like,
yeah, he's crazy about that stuff. And, I don't know. It looks like it sucks.
Beyond that, I know nothing about video games though. So
everything I saw about it, they're like, I know a little bit about Call of Duty, and they're like, oh, your prestige levels are infinite, and you can do this and that. And,
right. Well, he was telling me
they're not that good to even like.
I don't even worry about it. I know, right? But he was telling me that
Zach is crazy with the game. So the guy we're talking about, like, this dude plays video games. He's a master guitarist. I could positively say that he's a master of guitar. And when it comes to video games, he's the same. He's very pattern
dude,
oriented.
He murders that shit. When he can do patterns though. If you get him outside of that, he can't do shit.
He can't do nothing. He sucks, dude. There's not a pattern. Zach sucks, dude.
Wish I had a sample for that. I'll make one.
I don't even know what my samples are at this point.
I don't either. I don't have any of mine today.
So
it's been quiet.
Before we go into a break.
Yeah, please, let's do that.
Before we go into a break, I want to just bring up this Kendrick concert, dude.
All right, man, I guess.
I
Since you made me sit through that whole like long ass thing the other day, just sitting here like, oh, this is the whole beef in a nutshell. And that took like 2 hours, man.
Yeah.
For us to go through the videos and shit.
So Kendrick Lamar and Drake have had this beef going on forever. I broke Jarrod down through what has happened leading up to the concert that just happened on Juneteenth. And it was an iconic moment in hip hop that won't happen again.
You don't think so? You don't think next year for Juneteenth they're gonna do something big? No.
Nothing like this will
Drake
happen.
ain't gonna drop nothing until next year.
Nothing like this will happen in hip hop in years and years and years and years.
Right.
I haven't seen this since like 2002, the Up in Smoke concert with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem.
Hell yeah.
This has not happened since
I think Limp Bizkit and everybody was on that tour too, weren't they? Like Limp Bizkit and Korn.
All of them got faded out by the time that concert happened.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the Eminem, Dre, and Snoop Dogg happened in 2002,
right?
Something like that. They went on the Up in Smoke tour. That was like the last big tour from Dre and his people, for real.
Right.
It never really happened ever since then. That's when Eminem was doing the Eminem show. They had Nate Dogg. They had so much shit going on that it was a huge thing in hip hop, and it was a tour that like was a flash in the pan. It happened, and then it'll never happen again.
Right.
It just disappeared.
Hell yeah.
And that's what Kendrick just did with him and everybody from the West Coast. He did like a Tupac thing. Just he told Drake, he said, I'm a pop out and I'm a show N-words. I'm gonna show the N-words.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes you gotta pop out, show N-words. And he did.
Hey, you picked the perfect time for him, all right?
Juneteenth.
Right? Wasn't nobody talking about that shit last year, and all of a sudden that's like a national holiday. You had to do something big to make people remember it, you know?
The only other way he could have done it this big was on MLK Day.
And maybe not even that, because we've had a million of those. We're not even used to we're used to that.
But to do what he did, because it was like, it was honestly the most iconic concert I've ever seen.
Really, though, because I watched some of the clips, and I feel like it was just dude standing there singing to his record.
No.
You know, like, and people coming out and going out.
And I was watching the lead up to Kendrick.
Gotcha. So it's like a whole performance then? Because all I just see is him standing there rapping the same song over and over again. Like
all of Compton. Every gang in Compton that has a rapper, he put them on the stage, and he put everybody, even the famous guys that are repping Compton and people from LA that are all of them.
Right.
Anybody that's on a stage from LA, he put on. And then it led up to him doing all of his diss songs and all of the hardest songs in his catalog for that one night.
Right.
It was unbelievable.
But didn't they say he played that one song over and over again, like 5 times?
The one that calls Drake a pedophile.
Yeah, that one. Like
he did it. Dude.
How can you sit there and watch a dude do it 5 times, though? Like the same song over and over again?
Because
that's not
the way he
entertainment.
did it. It's the way he did it.
Oh, okay.
We're going to go to a break, and we're going to come right back with this. You can call us
no, you got to talk about it.
216-647-0064. You can hit me up, and you can tell me about how you felt about the Drake thing and the Kendrick pop-out show. Let me know. Hit us up. We'll be right back in a few minutes. But you know what I do have for us right now that we could do? Usually I start off the show and I interview my guest. But before we kick off the interview, and I'm not going to force you into this, but Jarrod, you are forced into this.
What are we doing?
So I found this on
Oh, yeah. That's how most of my nights go, so I wasn't shocked. I'm sorry. You were not.
I'm like, that was a little, he's like, ma'am, no, but sir.
Right.
I'm always forcing boys into stuff. I found on TikTok and Amazon the world's most sour candy.
That's
The
not
world's most sour.
The world's most
what is
sour
it? She
candy.
said that ain't it.
That ain't.
You doing it?
And let's see. Do you want to do it?
You
I'm
want
gonna
to
see
do
what
it?
y'all do first.
That's
Come
not
on, you
fair.
can't do that. We all have to react at the same time.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we
That's
do.
how it works culturally.
It ain't gonna be shit.
Culturally.
No, statistics. Like y'all haven't looked. Statistically, it's been proven that black people watch white people do shit first, and then we decide.
No, I know that's statistically true because it is always white people doing some dumb shit.
So,
For real.
I gotta follow the rules.
Your hands are tied on this one. I understand.
I mean, if you force me, you saying the N-word. Like, just say.
Damn. I don't know if I can sign that contract.
Right.
So I'm going to take one here, and now I'm about to pass one to Jarrod.
All right. It's
Watch
gonna
the
be really
cord.
that sour.
It's supposed to be. And then I'll leave the bag right here.
Oh,
Just
I
in
can
case.
tell it's sour because like how like crusty it is.
Crusty and dusty.
Yeah, like all that sugar on the outside.
okay.
That's all. Yeah, crusty like that too. But
I'm like, if I touch
also,
some crusty balls.
I mean, you probably have.
You
I'm
least is
sure.
familiar with the crusty
I
balls.
think everyone in here has touched some
I
crusty
have
balls
been
once in a
delivered.
while.
Oh, no. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want.
Well, do that man a solid and put them blue balls in your mouth.
Oh, my God.
Right.
They are blue balls.
Too.
We'll pop them balls in our mouths.
Let's get these balls in our mouths.
2.5. 2 3/4. 3.
Not yet.
All right. It's starting to get me. All right. It's like a warhead.
Yeah. Like a warhead, it is a little more intense.
My eyes are watering.
Like, yeah.
346 minutes later.
I ain't gonna lie, I was chickening out on the show. I wasn't gonna do it, but here you go. And this blue is my favorite color. Hold on.
It's a nice little hit.
That's sour.
Guardian Roadside Solutions is ready to help with your roadside emergencies serving the greater Cleveland area. They have the knowledge and experience to get you back on the move quickly with staff available 24/7 to help with flat tires, tire damage, changes, fuel delivery, vehicle lockouts, dead battery, or new battery installs. If you find yourself or someone you know in this situation, call a Guardian at 440-833-6000.
I finished my cigarette as we head out from the bar. I count the number of mistakes made by my scars. Last leaf falls and no one notices. Fleeting love dies with the lotuses. I tend to get so homesick that it hurts. Yeah, I love this place, but it's the fucking worst. If home is where the heart is, then this home needs some repairs. Rip the walls and strip the floors completely bare. Because people are piranhas. We fiend for flesh and hearts. When someone sinks their teeth deep inside of you, they'll tear you apart. It's sink or swim, so do your best to stay afloat. Cling to your dreams, hold on to your hope. Because people are piranhas, we fiend for flesh and hearts. When someone sinks their teeth deep inside you, they'll tear you apart.
Are you looking for a place to have custom t-shirts made for your business? Well, we have the place for you. Flathouse Press works with 100% eco-friendly material for all of you conscious folks. They can also put out orders in a fraction of the time large-scale competitors can. They are a fun, locally grown Cleveland original company. Go to flathousepress.com and check out the variety of party toys, headbands, and clothing in their catalog.
And although there might be a finite, crazy chicks like sticking hangers in their fucking vaginas, ripping 9 months old out of them, but that's not gonna happen on a huge scale.
You can't use a hanger for a 9-month-old.
Come on, dude, you can use a hanger for anything. You can use my fist on a 9-month-old. Like, right? You could probably kill a 9-month-old pretty fucking easy. To tell you the truth.
Like Freddie got fingered, you pull it out, swing it by the umbilical.
Right. Not that we're condoning killing babies.
Oh shit! Yeah, NoOutletLive does not support killing babies. Would you be comfortable with like going out with your armless girlfriend? She's at like the fancy restaurant eating with her feet.
Me, because I don't care. I would be. I think I'd be good with that.
I think I would.
Like you can have no arms, just have a,
This chick's hotter than most regular models, I would say. I mean, she has that different look. She's hot.
No lie, she's cute chick, but without arms though.
Does that
like you're giving up hand jobs? Like keep that in mind.
Foot jobs are there.
Okay,
and they're probably better.
Foot jobs never really did it for me though, so
maybe yours are really good.
They have to be, she's compensating.
No, the top game is crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like a T-Rex getting it.
Oh, sorry. Did we keep you waiting like the bartender when you want to close your tab? Well, welcome back to No Outlet Live.
It's your host, Jeremy Tomesek. You could always call us or text us or leave a voicemail at 216-647-0064. We had left off on the Kendrick and all that bullshit.
Right, which I think is stupid. Like,
It
so
is
do you think
stupid.
Drake's career is completely over because of it now? Like
It's
you said, he's still
possible.
on the run. You told me he was on the run last time.
It's possible. I think he's on the run, bro. Kendrick just asked him at that stage. He was like, bro, you need to give us Tupac's ring back over here to the West Coast. So now they're like extorting him.
Nice. They might
Which
have to.
they
though.
said he was gonna. Kendrick said, well, you about to get extorted.
I guess he's right.
And
then he'll make a whole
Drake
video.
owns like a famous ring from Tupac.
Yeah, you showed me the pictures and stuff. I seen it, the little crown ring thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have this thing that I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
That I found online. I forgot that I emailed it to myself on the show to remember this the stuff that I was watching online. All right.
Okay.
So let me pull this up. This is the beginning of it, okay? This is from somebody that I found online going through a new relationship. Best side hustles and tips to provide fully for my girlfriend of 2 months with 4 kids. I work 60 hours a week and I don't have a license. One of her baby daddies is cool enough to give me rides back and forth to work. He usually just chills with her and helps with the kids in the meantime to save on gas. She says it's not enough, but I'm really trying.
Man. I already know where this is going. Like,
Hey. This is from the same guy. Stranded at work. Called my girl's baby daddy for a ride home. One of her kids answered it, said that her and him been in the bedroom apparently, working on setting up our new bed frame. It's taking longer than expected. They've been making a lot of noise. I'm sure it's just them moving stuff around for it to fit. So I guess I'm just going to wait here for a while until they get done. Update. He's on his way now, finally, but after struggling moving stuff in the room, unfortunately, the bed frame needed to go back. I guess it was the...
Outta here.
Can't wait to get home to see the kids and my girl after all this.
shit, you better worry about them kids. Forget about that girl. That's somebody else's girl, dude.
Well, we're having a power outage here at the house, so since it's hot, my girl and her kids are getting picked up by the baby daddy to go and stay to his crib tonight so they won't be hot.
Damn, that bitch better suffer if that's my chick. You ain't going to your side dude's house with
I
the
had
kids.
to figure out somewhere else to stay since they only have one room at his place. No biggie. I'll make do and hopefully have power up soon after. I would get a hotel, but I gave her my last $93 so they could have something to eat.
All right, but it says there's only one room there. But if it's like your kids, you wouldn't sleep in the same room as your kids. How about your chick? Like, what, she's sleeping in? Where is she sleeping if there's only one room? You know what I'm saying? Like,
He doesn't really cover none of that.
damn, I'd have some questions, some concerns at least.
No. Is this the point where you start questioning what's going on?
Oh yeah, and he's in his head like, no, I'm just being crazy.
Yeah.
That bed frame really didn't just
You
fit.
know what's really fucked up? Is I've been in this situation.
Damn.
I truly have been in this situation.
What? Some chick's dude was taking you to work every day?
I lived at a girlfriend's baby daddy's house.
Nice. That's pretty sweet.
Dude, I had a girlfriend's baby daddy.
Yeah, and so
support-
did she over and over again while you were in the house, dude.
Check this out. So he continues. Well, it's Friday. My girl and the kids, I guess, are going out of town with the baby daddy to see his side of the family. I would go, but there isn't enough room in the Tahoe for everyone.
Damn, dude.
She told me to stay home while they were gone and take care of the yard and other things that needed done. Does anyone
Man.
think this is weird?
Now you're starting to get a little...
I'm starting to get a little aggravated. She always with him lately, but she does love me, so I know nothing wrong is going on.
Nothing wrong in her life. She's getting the grass cut. She's getting multiple dudes on your dime. No, all the dude had to do is provide a ride. You know how many dudes would provide a ride just to bang some other dude's chick? Like, I'm sure a lot.
I redacted this dude's face.
It's somebody you know.
This is just stuff I've seen online. Thankfully, my girlfriend's baby daddy handles the house while I'm at work, so she can focus on the kids and gives me rides back and forth to work. Not all baby daddies are bad. Co-parenting at its finest.
Shit, you're about to be parenting another child of his, motherfucker. You don't be careful.
Shaking my fucking head. Apparently, the girlfriend and her baby daddy broke down halfway there. This is from the trip to the family.
Yeah. Okay? I assumed, right?
Shaking my head. They broke down on the halfway there to the now it's up to me to pay for the tow to get it to the nearest shop. Just took out a payday loan with my high as fuck interest. Shaking my head. Whatever, though. Family is first.
Shit, that's what that dude's saying. Your family's first for me, motherfucker.
Well, the Tahoe can't get looked at until Monday. So the BN told me they're just going to stay there until it gets done. The place they're staying at has only one guest room. So they're sleeping in the same bed, but I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, right.
I guess I should be, but I fully trust her.
Man, he has to because he ain't got gas money or car.
Oh my God, hold on. So now, hold on. I got a email. There's a last piece of this that I didn't even actually send in. Oh, I'm so sorry right now.
Damn. And again, man.
Hold on. So let's just break this down a little bit while I get this email in. You have a girlfriend.
Yes. Well, I don't right now. Boy, yes.
Let's say you're in this guy's shoes. You have a girlfriend. She has baby daddies. Now, a lot of us have been in this situation to where you have a girlfriend that has baby daddies. I mean, that is liable to happen to you if you're over the age of 19.
Shit, over the age of 14 these days. What the fuck you talking about? You thought 16 and pregnant was shit crazy? Let me tell you.
So if you're over the age of 14, your girlfriend's going to have baby daddies.
Yeah, probably. Okay? I mean, that is a actual, concern when you're talking to a chick.
It's a serious concern, and it's something that we all have to deal with. And I have a new girlfriend, and she has baby daddies. She has past relationships. She has a past.
Yeah.
Which I do too.
It's when they can't stay away from the past that it becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying? That becomes not a problem, but a red flag for sure that you should be thinking about moving on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know, but also like girls have to look out for that at the same time, and a lot of things can be blown out of proportion. Right?
Depends on who it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of tell when things are seem like they're being blown out of proportion or if they actually are out of proportion, you know?
How do you tell that?
I don't know. You just don't trust any of these bitches. That's all. Like, that way you get it right every time.
You can't trust no one.
Never anyway.
That's not a viable, option. You can't just not trust everyone.
Right. And, I mean, at the end of the day, I think now it's just like this dude's dealing with it. I'm sure that you would probably have to deal with it, but you'd have to not be that stupid about it. You know what I'm saying? To understand what's going on. I mean, if your chick is running away with her baby daddy all the time, talking about, oh, I'm sorry you can't come. You could pay for the hotel room, but there's only one room, and we're gonna sleep in the bed together and shit. Like,
how old are you?
Old enough.
How old are you?
42.
42.
Yeah.
I'm about to be 34, and I've seen a lot of this in my life. Yeah. I mean, I really have seen this situation in real life. I don't particularly know this person personally.
Right.
But I know these people enough to where I'm watching this.
You're like,
online.
I can relate. Yeah.
I'm watching this online and I'm screenshotting all of it.
Right. You're like, damn, Brenda got me like that too, bud.
Brenda's got a baby.
And, I don't even know if people are supposed to be in monogamous relationships. I don't know, because no other animal or anything is, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like maybe we've been just taught that, indoctrinated to believe that. Because what kind of some relationships work out, but for the most part, they all end in divorce. People end up not being able to stand each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't
You
think
know
that's
one
a
thing-
natural thing when you could see it just blowing up over and over again, you know?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
maybe that's a taught
the
like
marriage
habit.
thing is
Yeah.
scary, and I've always had a problem with it being a government thing.
Oh yeah, I agree with that too. Anything government is not for
And
me anyway.
isn't it weird that they say marriage is an institution?
Yes.
That's like a phrase that people like to say. Marriage is an institution.
Right. Hold on one second.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know. The more I think about this stuff, the more it kind of blows my mind. Oh, I really hope I didn't get rid of that. Oh no, I deleted the end of that. Oh, I deleted it. So I'm not even able to actually see that. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy to see this, to watch that online, and to just see like this dude going through it, trusting the girl with the baby dad and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm too jealous of a person to ever go through anything like that, because I'm gonna start acting goofy. I'm gonna act crazy, out of pocket, and I know myself enough to know that I'm about to be, I don't know, I'm gonna treat the situation poorly.
What if you can't to be in something non-monogamous type deal? That's what you're saying?
To be in love with somebody and for them to bamboozle you into thinking like, oh, it's me and you, and then like she's taking trips with the baby daddy to see the family and stuff. I would act crazy.
But
and I'm too grown for that shit now. Like I've matured past a lot of that.
Right.
But I do see myself becoming childish again over things like, I don't know, toying with my heartstrings.
Yeah. But if a chick was completely honest with you, said, we're going to keep it open-ended or whatever, and we're just going to do what we do, we could be roommates or whatever and still continue to do what we do, and as long as it was honest and on the up and up, you think you could do that? Or after a while, you would be like, I'm sick of you kind of running around on me anyway, even though we're not in a relationship and you're not...
No, because I think about this a lot. I love to eat pussy.
Okay.
I love it. I mean, I'm a slut for eating pussy.
Okay. I could probably say the same, you know.
If my
Most
girl,
dudes probably can.
If my girl is non-monogamous and she has like another boyfriend or whatever, if I eat another dude's bust, another dude's nut.
Well, if a chick like banged some dude and then instantly came home and was like, "Yeah, just eat it without warning," I would think there would be a lot more things to be concerned about.
I
like,
think that
you know what I'm
girls
saying?
are into that though. I've been in a lot of female conversations. They are freaky, nasty bitches. They are down for that.
And
Some
I feel
of
like
them
that
think
too.
that's a game. That's like us. Like, have you ever heard of double dicking?
No.
You double dip or you double dick. You double dick. You fuck one chick and then you don't wash. And then
Gotcha.
you go fuck another chick. It's like some dudes take that as like a badge of honor.
I guess. I don't know.
Girls have the same thing with like feeding another dude. They're not.
Oh, I'm sure people have kinks like that, but I'm sure they find people who like to eat dude nut out of vaginas. I don't know.
They like it when you don't know.
I don't know. Would you not know though? I guess you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. That's like when you see like.
You got me all paranoid.
I've heard a lot of fellas. They're like, "Oh, I make my girl cream and shit like that."
Yeah, like no, you didn't.
That
Jeff
cream-
just did, and you're just getting
Yeah!
leftovers.
That's what I always think, bro. I always think that. I'm like, bro, you just dug out another dude's nut.
Right, if it's
That's
like
all
white and
you
milky,
did.
you like, I'm gonna start questioning.
They're like, oh yeah, I made it all frothy and milky. Nah, bro, that's nut. You
Right.
just dug out some nut, dude.
Like it happened almost instantly. Like, red flag, dude, red flag.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I
Jesus.
think about this stuff like all the time. It's so hard to like, I don't know. That's what makes our generation the hardest. Like, I understand why these Japanese dudes are getting the suck off machines and fucking people
Yeah,
want to
right?
get like an artificial intelligence girlfriend and
Now,
shit like
do we
that.
think now? Say you start dating a chick, starts dating a dude, and the dude's like, "Oh yeah, meet my robot girlfriend." Like, do you think that's like a red flag, or you think she lets him keep it?
I've talked to girls about it, and they do say yes. This is the immediately I'm out.
Okay.
I actually asked the girl I'm talking to right now. I was like, "What would you do if I ended up with a Scarlett Johansson robot?"
Yeah, and we just had threesomes with a Scarlett Johansson robot all the time. Like,
Because dude, like Scarlett Johansson, come on now.
and dude, if you're gonna pay all the money for Scarlett, are we gonna stop at Scarlett? Or are you getting the one you want? Because we know which one you want.
Isla Fisher.
I was gonna say Margot Robbie, but I'll take both. of those
Margot
other ones,
Robbie.
too.
Margot Robbie.
That would have been your
Yes.
top,
Dude,
you know?
you're actually right. That is the one I brought
That's
up.
what I'm
It
saying.
wasn't Scarlett Johansson. I said Margot Robbie.
I was about to say I don't know how you didn't, because I think that's the only chick I've ever heard you talk about. That's why you said the other two names. And I'm like, yeah, right, dude. Do you know they exist? Like,
Scarlett Johansson is runner up.
okay, I can see that. She's a
And
good
then
looking
Isla
woman.
Fisher is right behind both of them.
Like Scarlett, is that the chick that was in Monster or whatever? Scarlett Johansson, or who was that?
Scarlett Johansson is hold on, I'll pull it up.
She's a Marvel
such-
character, right?
She's weird looking. A lot of people say that she has a weird look.
Okay.
Okay, but I like the different girl.
Okay. And what makes her different?
She just has a different look. She's very
Oh,
different.
that chick
Yeah.
don't have a different look. I feel like
No,
that looks like
she's
any pale
different.
blonde chick I've ever seen in my life.
No.
No.
I
don't know.
She has something different to her, and it's like she looks like a Who from Whoville. She has the Whoville nose, but she's like, I don't know. The Scarlett Johansson was one of the hottest chicks in the world. She even has the hair. Look at this. She has the fucking Karen cut, and still is a super baddie.
I will say, like, she's a good looking chick, but I think she looks like every blonde, like bleach blonde chick that I've ever seen, pale skin. Like, I don't know what you're
No.
saying, that she looks different. Like, I don't think she looks like an alien or nothing.
No, because if you look at Margot Robbie, she is like the quintessential blonde girl. Now this is Margot Robbie.
Yeah, same.
The-
And I
no,
think
it's
she
not
looks
the same.
different
It's
than
not the
like
same.
I don't know. I think she looks more different than like
She's
the other
like,
chick.
She's like the perfect blonde girl. But you see that with a lot of blonde chicks or whatever, right?
Right.
Now check out Isla Fisher.
Do I like Isla Fisher? I like any.
You know who
redheads.
that is?
Yeah, of course I do.
Isla Fisher.
You think we don't know gingers? Dude?
I don't think she gets brought up enough.
She's Wedding Crashers, right?
Yes.
She's married. She's
the
actually
psycho in
married
that.
to what's his name? Whatever Cohen. Borat.
No.
Yeah, she's married to him.
She's married to Borat?
Yeah.
No, she ain't.
That chick right there is, yes. I know, I didn't believe it either, but it's true.
Dude, Isla Fisher she's the one out of them three girls we've been talking about. She's included in three. Out of them three, Margot Robbie, Scarlett Johansson, and Isla Fisher.
Well,
Isla Fisher has a real down-to-earth personality, and she's fun to be around.
Yeah, and I think that's like because I saw them together and they like pull pranks and shit, and he's
She's
always doing
fun.
all that shit. Yeah,
She's funny. She
I can see
understands
that.
real humor.
Right.
That's what gets me.
Now, are we banging Monster Scarlett Johansson? Just search up Scarlett Johansson Monster. Because I knew that was that chick from that movie. But no, she is the best one of the three too. I agree with you on that.
Dude, Isla Fisher is so bad. I mean, she is. Whew. I can't believe how hot somebody could be.
No, go down. It's right. It's right there where she's like got the cigarette in her mouth.
Cigarette?
All the way to the right.
That's not Scarlett Johansson.
That is.
No, it's not.
I just looked it up. It says it is.
No.
I
That's
just
not
looked it up
Scarlett
to make sure.
Johansson.
Who is it then?
I know for a fact it's not Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson played the role of an otherworldly woman in the 2013 science fiction. Oh, that was wrong. I was reading it fast.
Yeah.
So who is that chick? Because that chick is actually a hot ass actress too.
That is who the fuck is that?
Because I know she's I think she's like African or something, but she's a white chick that's African.
It's Charlize Theron.
Oh, yeah, that's who it is. Never mind.
Yeah,
I totally
it's
ruined
Charlize
that.
Theron. Because all the blonde girls look alike. Okay.
Exactly.
But Scarlett Johansson isn't a blonde girl. She's
But
like
I just mistaked her for another blonde girl, and you're like, she's so much
Yeah.
different.
And that's why I have the three. Because
Right.
Margot Robbie is like the official blonde girl.
Yeah.
She's Barbie.
Oh, yeah,
She's
yeah.
really Barbie.
So you're about your blondes then.
I
Okay.
love a blonde.
Okay.
And they're hairy. They are actually very hairy people.
Okay.
The blondes are very hairy. You just can't really see it.
Right. That's fine. Like
But
Peach
then
Fuzz.
you got Scarlett Johansson right underneath that. But under that is actually probably the number one draft pick.
Yes. I
And
think
that
so
is
too.
Isla Fisher.
Yep. I like
redhead.
thick redheads. That's my thing.
She's a redhead. She thick.
Hell yeah.
She's funny. She's fun to be around. She seems like somebody you could really just chill with.
Probably, yeah, right?
And then when you bust that thing open, you're like, oh my God.
Right. I just watched a movie with her the other day with her and all right.
That is
what's his
why
face?
am I blanking out his fucking
I know,
name?
me too. Like you could never forget
It's my
Matthew
favorite-
McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey is like a writer or something, and they're like all crazy. Like he's like kind of like a Jimmy Buffett type dude, just rolls around, and Snoop Dogg's banging his wife, which is Isla Fisher or whatever.
No.
And then they're all doing this crazy stuff. It was actually a good movie. I gotta remember. I can't remember what it's called, like Surfer Dude or something. I think, but I don't think that's the right
Surfer
movie.
Dude.
Because I think that's what's his name, Woody Harrelson.
Check this out. That's actually what I was trying to go for. There's a new way that I want to do news, and we're going to test it out tonight.
Okay, what you got?
We're going to actually find the news we talk about live.
Nice. It's gonna be like a Trump Biden debate.
Yeah, dude.
Like freestyle.
We about to freestyle find the news, bitches.
Hell yeah.
No Outlet News.
All right, so in today's news, let's see what's popping. In Google News, Clarence Thomas was snubbed in the Supreme Court's ruling, gun ruling.
Who's Clarence Thomas?
I have no idea.
Dude.
Hunter Biden's case just got a lot tougher with the gun ruling. Oh, I think.
Nobody cares about that.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
But who's the dude from Hustle and Flow? Now that you said Clarence Thomas, because it's a name like that.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Have you seen him lately?
On Joe Rogan, dude.
They think that dude's a super genius or
He
something.
is
I
a
think he
super
might
genius.
be. Yeah.
He's been like that for a long time, dude. I watched.
Dude, I've been watching shit on him. I didn't know he was on Rogan though, but I've been seeing shit on him lately. That dude
because
is like
of Joe Rogan. So I
Okay.
remember years and years and years ago, I saw this clip on YouTube how this dude showed up to a college campus and started debating the 1x1 argument.
Yeah, that was him.
And he pulled out like calculators and shit. And at the time when I saw it, I was like, he's just some crazy fucking celebrity. That
Right.
thinks he knows
Yeah,
some
of course.
shit.
Like superhero wannabe.
Bro, he showed up to Joe Rogan's podcast and he explained everything. And then he showed off that he should be a trillionaire. He showed receipts
Yeah.
that he should be a trillionaire off of patents that he built that are like space technology type shit.
Like the dude's crazy, man.
This fucking guy said he remembers memories of being in the womb.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm like, bro, nobody remembers that.
He's
bro.
got to remember something, though. He knows more than I do. Maybe
This motherfucker
you know.
remember all kinds of shit, dude. Terrence Howard
What
is the man.
what is the 1 × 1 theory or whatever? Because I was trying to hear what he's saying. He explained it. I didn't understand.
The theory is that you cannot have one without there being a substantial thing. So like zero is 1.
Yeah.
Because you count it. Because you have 1. It's really hard to explain.
That's
but
what I'm saying. He tried to explain it. I was out of my depth. I was like, well, I have no clue.
The thing is that all numbers, like you can't have 1 × 1 is 1 because you have 2 1s. So if you have 2 things there,
Right.
and then you add them to each other, then obviously you have 2. So he's saying that the way that we do math and all these things are structured wrong because
Right.
it's teaching you that something is an indoctrination.
Gotcha.
So you can't have 1.
I know that. I like his style. He was like, they've been lying to you
They have been.
forever.
They have been.
They've lied about everything. He was not even talking about just that. He's like, everything you've ever learned
is.
is just a big lie. I was like, hell yeah, dude, I'm
one
on
thing-
board. I know
one
it.
thing that a lot of people don't know about or don't think about is like this. There was this lady that showed up on Oprah in the 90s, and she said, the way you guys are looking at the maps that we show you in school,
Yeah.
they're not correct, and they make you think that America is bigger than what it is to enslave your mind into thinking that we are bigger than what we actually are. Now, what is actually going on is that the world is way bigger.
Well, yeah, and the world is flat. I'm kidding.
No, that's
of course. Like,
but like they show you like America way bigger than what it is. If you look at like anything we get in America that depicts America, it shows us almost comparable to Africa, and
Okay.
that's not even close.
it's way smaller.
Africa is like a huge chunk of the planet.
Yeah.
A major chunk of the planet.
Well, they're like one of, I just learned this the other day, they're one of 7 continents. You know, like Africa is a whole continent.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And it has like Africa is the size of about 3 or 4 Americas.
Okay. I can see that.
And they've been teaching us our whole life that America is like half of Africa, and it's really not even
Well,
close.
because they gotta make us seem bigger than we are, and that
Because
probably
we-
helps. Because
it does help with us controlling shit.
That's what I'm saying. Because how is a small ass little country like got the biggest, baddest army on earth? You know, got all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Do you think we really think that's true?
It is true.
But how? But why then? Because how come Africa doesn't have a bigger army? Because they have more people. Like China has way more people too. Why wouldn't they have a bigger army?
But all of them have to force all of their people into war and stuff, and that's why they suck at it. And we ended up figuring out, let's make people patriotic.
Yeah, like have pride in our country. Yeah,
A
yeah.
patriot is like, it's a popular thing with a big chunk of America, which leads people to be like, I'm about to be so patriotic. I volunteer to go fight for us.
Well,
and
yeah.
that like puts us on top when you got people that want to fight.
Like Minutemen or whatever, you know, like pick up your guns at any point and go to war. That's what the life we're gonna be living soon here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Not me. I'm about to be off in the
fucking
woods.
British are coming, baby.
Yeah, the British are coming. Dude, I'll be off in the woods, bro. And I'm just going to be building a cabin and trying to stay away from all people.
I hear that. I told you I'm going to the open waters.
Dude, you could sea travel all you want.
Shit, you come with me if you want. You want to go on an adventure? Telling you,
the fishing's gonna be good,
man. If we're sinking, I'll let you lay on the door. You know what I'm saying? I'll hold your hand until I fade into the depth of obscurity or whatever.
I don't know. We've been streaming for a minute. You feel it's fair for us to call it a night?
Yeah. I don't feel like it's our best one. I also don't feel like it was the worst, but it was just
It's not the
something
best.
to get
It's
out
not the
there.
worst.
So yeah, we get end it here.
We'll see you guys next time. We are coming strong with some other stuff.
Coming
check
strong
us
all over
out.
your faces.
No Outlet Live. We got the website coming soon. You could always hit us up at 216-647-0064, as you see at the bottom of the screen. And we will see you next time. This has been No Outlet Live, bitches. Peace.
We'll see you next time. This has been No Outlet Live.